Hey, welcome back, everyone. Mandy's just jamming out to the theme song. Turns out it's your favorite song. I never knew.
I'm in it every day on the way to my car. You never know because you're in here, but I'm just...
The things we learn, hey? All right, well, that is actually not what we're talking about this morning. We've been talking about birds and just protecting birds and the things that we can do and the work that you do at the Keweenaw Wild Bird Rec. So, really important work, and as you said, there's just a couple of you that are really focused on this. So, you are a nonprofit organization. How are you raising funds? How can people donate? What does that formula look like for you?
Yeah, so we do a couple big events. So the one is coming up, we'll be talking about our native plant fundraiser. So that's the big one that we do before our big season starts, which is really, you know, usually the summer is our busiest time. And then I do some craft shows in the holiday season, and those have been really successful. So we sell our shirts there. I have the bird-friendly coffee. My mother-in-law gets in and makes some beautiful bird jewelry. So it's like a family affair. So yeah, we have lots of stuff there. And then you know, folks just kind of donate throughout the year. We use our social media page quite a bit to let folks know what's going on, like our different cases. So you know, of course, the donate button through Facebook, and then we have PayPal and Venmo. We do some grants too. I did a grant to get our school supplies ready for our lessons through the Cornell Ornithology Lab. So that has been great. But yeah, primarily it's community donations.
Sure. What is the cost of, and I'm sure it varies, but if you had to give an average cost of rehabilitating a bird that's brought into your facility, just to give people an idea.
Right. I mean, it depends. Yeah, it does depend on the kind of bird. I mean, songbirds are a typical patient. The big thing with them is we're feeding live insects, so I'm shipping those in live.
Okay.
Mealworms and crickets and other bugs. That's a huge expense because, of course, the overnight shipping to keep them alive, you know, they're coming from southern places, is high. So, you know, I would say, you know, $50 to $100 a patient, really, depending on food. Everybody's got specialized food that they're getting, veterinary care, the medicine that I use, you know, travel time, it all kind of, you know, piles together. So it can be pretty costly.
Yeah. How many birds do you rehabilitate in a year?
Yeah, usually about 100.
100.
So, okay. You know, and it's not a huge number. I've worked at facilities across the country where we saw 5,000 a year, but there was a huge staff. Really, it's primarily myself and a few volunteers.
Yeah.
So it's much smaller scale. So it's a lot for us, but it varies. Every season is different.
I bet.
Because it's such a throughway for so many migratory birds. And some people don't see them too because they're, you know, we're such a rural area. So it's always different.
A year like this where spring seems to be here early, do you see more because the season's longer?
Yep. Yeah, I already had like, the other day at school I got, you know, the phone was ringing off the hook with window collisions, and I had a crane that I took in and a turkey, and now I've got a baby duckling that was running around, so domestic. So yeah, I think it is actually affecting. When it's warmer, earlier, some of those birds don't come back still. They kind of have it set in their clock when they come back, but some are based on when it warms up. So the robins, of course, they're ready. I'm sure I'm going to get some early robin babies. I've already seen them out there, you know, doing the dating games.
Doing the dating game. I love it.
It's coming.
All right, well, we're going to put all the information on our website to make it really easy if you'd like to learn more about this organization or make a donation for all the work that they do to protect and rehabilitate the birds in the Upper Peninsula. So we want to now bring in UP Native Plants into the conversation because you're partnering with them this year for your plant sale, which you said is your big fundraiser. So we're going to let you know all about that and why this goes together so nicely. It's such a great pairing. We have to take another quick break, but we'll do that when we come back.